This season begins with a sort of epilogue to my last season. After my trip to Australia in September 2017, which was fabulous not just in culinary terms, I ended up spending a few days later on in the autumn in Milan, which was a bit of a last-minute surprise. I decided I wouldn't be happy depriving you of the few very nice dinners I had during that brief trip. So that's how we'll start the 6th season of Tony City Tastes. I hadn't been to Milan in late October or early November in a long time, and I'd forgotten how quiet the city seems then compared to the September bustle. In any case, on my first evening, I was looking forward to dinner at Asola, a new restaurant I'd heard a lot of exciting things about. On the 9th floor of the Brian e Bari building, which we'd call the Brian and Barry building, it offers the rare restaurant commodity in Milan of a higher-up view, in this clip over the Via Borgogna, and, before it got too dark to film, out over the city skyline. A very agreeable space, it was packed when I got there at 9. I enjoyed looking back over my shoulder into the open kitchen to watch the action, at least once I had got my menu order planned. Things started off with salmon mousse, as well as a classic gnocco fritto, filled with pistachio mortadella as amuse-bouche. And I also started off with a glass of Franciacorta Bella Vista Alma Gran Cuvée. This also accompanied the antipasto of veal sweetbreads, breaded alla Milanese, with hearts of tomato, spinach, and ginger aioli. For the next 2 courses, I moved on to a leucotea from Liguria, made from 4 grape varieties: Vermentino, Albarola, Greco, and Malvasia. The waiter recommended it for fish and seafood dishes, which was what I was getting with the Primo and Secondo. The Primo was spectacular in every sense, starting with the visuals. Bright pink spaghetti, which got their color from having been marinated in a beet sauce. Under the bright orange tobiko, or flying fish roe, there were little mounds of a tartare of raw scallop. And the green scattered over the top is shredded shiso. I spent quite a lot of time looking at it before I remembered it was edible. An outstanding Primo, and memorable even when measured against many years' Primo competition. The Secondo, Palamita, the waiter insisting on the second syllable stress, although Palamita is also used. In any case, bonito, baked, and resting on a cardamom-flavored pumpkin cream, with 2 chanterelles, as well as 2 quail eggs coated in grated black summer truffle. Decoration was wild rucola and baby red chard. When fish tastes that good, I'm not going to quibble about which syllable should be emphasized. There was a pre-dessert of banana yogurt with chocolate, lime peel, and a blueberry. And then, before the actual dessert, the waiter brought out the dessert wine, a Muffatto della Sala from Antinori, near Orvieto in Umbria, which was very generously on the house. 5 varieties: Tramina, Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, and Grechetto. 100% honey was the title given to the actual dessert, which was a celebration of sweet autumn flavors. At both ends, there were scoops of hazelnut ice cream, with mounds of goat cheese mousse at 12, 3, and 6 o'clock, more or less. Inserted into the ice cream were wedges of honey hazelnut brittle, and there were 3 pellets of honey-coated hazelnut, unless I've miscounted. Underneath all was an almond crumble and a gelatin, which I seem to recall also had a hint of honey. As with the Primo, the taste did indeed live up to the big visual billing. While I sipped the remnants of my Muffatto, I was brought 2 sweet bites to finish everything off. A mojito-flavored jelly and a dark chocolate truffle. Afterwards, as I glided down in the lift to the ground floor by the men's clothing shop which gives the building its name, I felt I had started off my Milan excursion on the right foot. It was cooler outside than I'm used to in summer, but my first night after dinner contentment was altogether familiar.